Alright, what is up, boys? You know what time it is. Welcome to the 2019 Year 10 Division Draw in a short 10 to 15 minutes, who knows? Less than that, probably. We will know the divisions for this season, Year 10, in the race for the Dungy. And yeah, you guys know how it works. I'm in a new location this week, moved to a much better spot than the room, that shitty little room that you guys might have seen. People who visited me up in Boston. Yeah, this is much better. So, on that note, you guys know how it works. I got my 4 pots here, as I will show, and we will draw some divisions. So first, let's do some intros. So what we got here first, in pot 4, we're back to pen and paper. We're still on pen and paper. I'm just liking it. The pen and paper, it feels real. The draw. The lottery. So this is pot 4, this shitty little mug, some Van Gogh fucking painting on it. And in pot 4 we've got Jude rounding out the bottom of our dynasty rankings. He has had a few good years sprinkled in there, but overall, with 3 Sackos to his name, I believe, not been successful. We'll see what's Jude's name. Kaepernick's publicist still. We'll see what Kaepernick's publicist can do this year. Also, we've got here Nate Regal. Nate, you came at the commish this week. I'm all right. I mean, whatever you called it, your Magnus Opus, the meme of all memes. I mean, it only got 3 likes, so not great return on investment, I must say. But karma's catching up to you. I hope we're in the same division. I can get you back. Beat your ass twice this year. And lastly, Brendan, rounding out the bottom tier. Brendan, we're all on the edge of our seats waiting to see if your team name's still Brendan, whether we'll switch it up in year 10. All we know so far is Matt Stafford is still on the roster at this point. So tier 3, our third tier of names, we got a little ramen cooker here. Ramen cooker will be the pot of choice in here. We've got myself. Yeah. Let's hopefully move up in those dynasty rankings this year. I'm trying to make the playoffs for the first time in like 6 years or some shit like that. Hopefully it's my year. Nick's in tier 3. Nick with a championship to his name. Maybe he was just a blind squirrel who found his nut one year. Or maybe there's something to build on and some success in his future. And Kev, the newest member of our league, all I gotta say is, Kev, please just change your name. Eifert Tower. I mean, can we agree worst name in the league? I'm sure if we put it up to vote, you'd have worst name. So let's, if you're gonna make a pun, maybe make it of a player who was relevant like the last 3 years. In pot 2, a little Rick and Morty mug. Not mine, but took it from someone for this draw. We've got we got Bob, our defending champion. Bob, we're not on good terms right now. Hopefully that can change in the near future as we have a great fantasy season ahead of us. We'll see if Bob can repeat. I don't know if we've had a repeat champion. Maybe Carter did it once early on, but a lot of turnover in this league. Next we got Scud, who moved up a tier this year. He's in that number 6 spot in our dynasty rankings. Scud's got a new team name. Mr. Perkins Saxophone, a throwback to 8th grade. Great times. I really wonder what Mr. Perkins is up to. I hope he's doing all right. And lastly, we got Ryan. Yeah, man's got a chip to his name. Had some good years for sure. And then lastly, I had to go with this cup for the top tier. I know a lot of you recognize it. I mean, is this not the greatest cup ever? I mean, I think you can see him throwing this ball on your screen right now. This is the greatest cup ever. Donnie McNabb. And in our top pot, this 3. They were our top 3 last year. They were on the show. Dan Bullitt, Carter, number 1 in our dynasty rankings, and Josh, with a couple chips to his name as well. So let's get right into it. We're going to start with pot 1. The way we'll do it, draw these names into divisions 1, 2, and 3, and then we'll keep the draw going from there. So We know these three will be separate. That's how the draw works. Up first, Division 1. Division 1 will be Dan Bullet. Gonna slot your name right here. Nothing to be revealed yet, just we're following the World Cup mold as always. Next, Carter in that central middle division, and that leaves Josh. So those are our 3 division leaders, as I said. Now let's get to the fun part. I'm going to start with the bottom tier teams. See who gets placed with who. So this first name I pull will be in Dan Bullet's division. And that will be Nate Regal. Nate Regal slotted with Bullet, Bullet with arguably the strongest team on paper in the league. We know that can change in a hurry. Next up, Carter's division. Slotted in with Carter, playing him twice a year, will be Jude Morgan. Jude, we'll see what you bring to the table this year, but maybe that's a victory for Carter over Bullet there in the draw. That leaves one name. It's going to put Brendan and Josh's division. So, Bullet and Nate together, Carter and Jude together, Josh and Brendan. Next we'll move on to tier 3 in our ramen cooker. This is me, Kevin, and Nick. So, first name will be with Bullet. If the gods are going to give me revenge, I'll be the name pulled, and we'll be facing Nate twice this year. So, wasn't meant to be. We got Kevin going in with Bullet and Nate. That's how that division is shaping up. Next to be with Carter. To join Carter and Jude in Carter's division will be Nick. Nick will be slotted in there in the 3rd spot. Nick and Jude together. Carter, you might be getting some luck this year after a tough season a year ago. That just leaves me to be with Josh and Brendan. So, to recap one more time before these final names are pulled. Well, this first name will join Bullet, Kevin, and Nate to fill out the first division. That person will be Ryan, Bless, ampersand, nonsense. Gotta fix that name too. I mean, the idea is fine. That's why Kev's got the worst name, but Bless, that's just nonsense that I'm reading on my screen right now. But Bless joins the division. To fill it out, we got Bullet, Dan Bullet, Ryan, Kevin, and Nate in the division together. I remember the one year we did the Penn State, or we did the colleges divisions. 3 Penn Staters there all together, with Bullet at the head of the table. Put that back. Next, the last name to be pulled. Who will join Carter, Nick, and Jude in Carter's division? It's either Scud or Bob, our defending champion. And the name is Bob McCafferty. And this kind of is shaping up like how it worked that one year with the colleges. Bob, Carter, Jude together, Nick. These might have been what the divisions were, basically. And that just leaves one name left. It's Scud. So I got my divisions in front of me. I'll read them one more time in case you're not following along. Skip to the end for the results, or just waited till I post them on CBS. Because you don't like my entertaining draw videos. So up first division, this is what it'll be. We got Dan Bullet, Ryan Blessington, Kevin, Nate. Next, Carter's division, rounded out by Bob, Nick, and Jude. And that leaves Josh's division to feature Scud, Rick, and Brendan. It's going to be a fun year, boys. Let's put any nonsense that happened in the past behind us, and let's get the trash talk going. Let's start having some fun. Can't wait for week 1. See you then.